In a universe populated by a myriad of intelligent species, humanity had finally advanced to undertake interstellar journeys. Plans to colonize planets, to alleviate the overpopulated Earth, had been in drawers for so many years. Now they were updated and brought to the current standards. Massive ships were constructed to settle newly discovered planets. Individuals, families, even entire nations volunteered to get a spot on these ships. But it turned out the galaxy was already divided, with many species claiming immeasurable space for themselves. The spiral arm of the galaxy, where Earth orbited Sol, belonged to the Zorva, a proud race. They never considered sharing or relinquishing. Within the borders of the Zorvan Empire, there was no place for humans outside Earth. Even planets uninhabitable for the Zorva were off limits to humanity. Negotiations spanned many years. Humans persisted, but the Zorvan representative, although present, barely listened to them. In the end, humanity gave up. The representative escorted the human negotiators to their spaceship's airlock, where he was given a parting gift for his efforts. Back in his office, the representative opened the present, wrapped in the cumbersome human fashion with a ribbon, then foil, and finally in a box. Inside was a small model of a human hand, his middle finger extended. Ridiculous. He carelessly threw it into the trash bin, where it remained until the next morning. He spent the night in a pleasure house, engaging with 3 Zorvan females. As is the case everywhere in the universe, someone must handle the garbage. The trash was emptied the next morning. The cleaner was unhappy about the foreign material box, foil, and unsightly ribbon which lay beneath the trash bin. It was evident that these were not from this planet, requiring special disposal. He sighed, threw the contents of the trash bin to the other waste in his cart, while he fetched a safety bag for outworld trash. The outworld trash was moved back to space into the sun. The waste went straight to the dump. It was warm inside the waste bag. The hand model slowly dissolved into a shiny mass, initially viscous but gradually more fluid. Nanites. Billions of them. They constructed Zorva. Beautiful Zorva. Perfect Zorva. These flawless Zorva left the dump, dispersing throughout the planet, and the entire empire, and started to mingle. Zorva had always been a tight-knit community. No one had just one partner, and everyone cared for the old and the young. Knowledge was passed from generation to generation, Zorvan to Zorvan. But suddenly, there was a widespread push for monogamy and isolation. Why care for the elderly who no longer contributed economically? Why engage with multiple partners when one is enough? The Zorva remained secluded, but producing no offspring. In just one generation, the Zorvan civilization was a mere shadow of its former self. Without new generations to pass down their knowledge, interstellar travel ceased, followed by the collapse of supplies on each planet. By the second generation, no one in the former Zorvan Empire knew how to operate their advanced technology. The Zorvan Empire was history, all without a single shot fired or a drop of blood shed. The humans arrived in their spaceships. They settled on already developed planets and were greeted by perfect Zorva, who guided them, explained the well-maintained technology, and established reserves for the remaining Zorvan population. Some of the beautiful Zorva eventually dissolved back into the shimmering mass they came from, changed their form, left the planet, and secured the boundaries of the newly founded human empire.